please welcome Jane Gideon.
Okay, let me find a good spot here. Okay. So I joined a cult. And like most people who join a cult, you do it because you've hit rock bottom. I was divorced, my parents and my brother had passed away, my business was in financial ruin, so it seemed like kind of the logical next step. I mean, maybe they could help me sort out some answers or find some peace. Now, when choosing a cult, you have to consider two things. One, the celebrities you might meet, and two, your exit strategy. Now, Tom Cruise was with Scientology, but they seemed kind of vicious about that whole exit strategy thing. So, on the other hand, Kabbalah had lots of celebrities coming in and out, but most importantly, they had one big celebrity. And she had made it through the wilderness. Somehow, she made it through, Madonna. I could find peace and become Madonna's BFF. So where does one go to find peace? Israel. The Kabbalah Center had organized a trip, a spiritual adventure to the Holy Land. And that's when I found myself on an armored bus in the West Bank with Madonna, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and 200 Kabbalah students. Now, we all couldn't fit on the same bus, so they divided us into groups. Madonna and the celebrities, they were the cool bus. I got put as the only English speaker on a bus full of Brazilians. Now, let me tell you what it's like to travel with Brazilians. They're like traveling with Hare Krishnas. They sing and dance wherever they go. Tino dinero, mesata fides. I don't even know what they're saying, but they sing and dance through everywhere, even security checkpoints. And the Israeli army is like, Brazilians, welcome to Israel. It was like a party. Now, I'm sure our guide had lots of spiritual gems to share, but he was sharing it in Portuguese and I didn't hear anything. So I would just daydream, like, what's Madonna doing on the cool bus right now? So one night, we were traveling back from the Dead Sea, and we were heading to Jerusalem. And we had to travel through the West Bank. And this area was known for conflict between Palestinians and the Jewish settlers. So we're driving through and bam, something hits the bus. And it was dark outside, so we couldn't see anything. And then bam, something hits it again. Now the Brazilians stopped singing. And I'm like, was that a rock or a bullet? But no one understood what I said. And then bam, something hit it again. And the bus pulls slowly to a stop. Now everybody gets up and there's chaos and everybody's moving quickly to the exits, and I can kind of surmise that the bus is broken down. And that is bad, because I don't know exactly where we are on the map, but we're in a conflict zone. But I step off the bus and then I saw it. The celebrity bus was just a few minutes behind us, and they were coming down the road. So I moved to the edge and I start waving my arms and yelling, stop, stop! And I see Madonna look out the window and give a royal wave as the bus speeds on past us. My BFF had left me stranded in hostile territory. So the bus driver gathers us all around and he starts giving instructions, and then he walks away and everyone follows. And I'm like, wait a minute, shouldn't we stay in the bus? Because, you know, people have gotten lost here and wandered for like 40 years looking for the promised land. And as we moved farther away from the headlights of the bus, it got darker really fast. And then I couldn't see anything, I couldn't hear anything, hell, I couldn't even communicate with anyone. But then I had an idea, and I sang into the darkness. All you need is love. And like on cue, the Brazilians went, da-da-da-da-da. And we danced our way through the desert till we found a rest stop, which was actually only like 5 minutes away or something. Then a new bus came and got us and drove us to the rest of the way to Jerusalem. And the Brazilians are dancing through the streets. We made it through the wilderness. And then I see a sign that says Shiloh Pools, which is someplace I wanted to visit. So I veer off the path. And I get there and the doors are locked. But I hear somebody behind me say, they're closed. And I turn around, it's this elderly man, and he's opening the door to his house, and he says, come have tea with me. You are welcome. And he reached out and he said, my name is Moses. I kid you not, the man's name was frickin' Moses. And so Moses is leading me past the shack that he lives in, up this hill, to where there's this tree and a bench. And as I got to the top, I went, I gasped when I saw what was beyond the tree. Because Moses lived in a shack, but he had the view of a king. We could see all of Jerusalem. There was the Wailing Wall, the Holy Sepulchre Church, the dome on the rock, and the flashing lights of the city. And I don't know if it was the sacredness of the view or just pure exhaustion on my part, but I started to share with him my losses. And Moses had losses too. And as we sat there and shared tea and shared our stories, this connection that I'd made with a stranger, well, that became my promised land. And I didn't need any longer to know any answers or to know peace. Because as a wise man once said, all you need is love.
Jane Gideon, everybody.